Man.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you been through this fucking pandemic, man?
I've been great. Losing weight, hairline strong. It's going
Strong.
down.
I see that. I see that, man. Real talk, man. A lot of people was like, "Where you niggas been at, man?" People been hitting us up online talking that shit like, oh man, everybody falls off it, blah blah, this and that." Like, first of all, I mean, we're not no EDD frauders. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We've been
Facts.
we've been on the regular grind, since this pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the essential workers, including us.
I wish I could have got an EDD bag. I'm not even gonna lie though.
You know what, man?
I would have took that 20,000 and ran, man.
Yeah, I mean, somebody said something that was so smart, man. One of our former guests, G. Shane, he said, "You know what, man? I'm in my 70s. That type of fraud shit is up my alley because it's gonna be 10 to 15 years before they come after a motherfucker. I don't plan on living after I get that motherfucker no more than 6 months."
He'd be dead.
Just ate pocket full of stones, reason why I got cake. 2 cups, purple stuff, card candy cane. I'm in beast mode, sitting on 28. Niggas talking about they trying to eat, I just ate pocket full of stones, reason why I got cake. 2 cups, purple stuff, card candy cane. My music beating like them niggas hitting right in the can. Thought I was in a movie theater, car full of screens. Motor screaming like a mountain lion eating climbers. Teeth gold, wrist froze, neck full of diamonds. Real grinder shit is crazy, but I'm having fun. Hate to do it, but you know I got a pack of gun. Not a pump, something swift, dirty like a desert. Stunting hard, rain, sleet, snow, any weather. Taking the world by storm, I'm ready for battle, it's crunch time. Pull you a ticket, better be ready, cause this a hell of a ride. Showing my pride, I strive, see me and the hater will always collide. Call me a G, cause see, whenever it's time, I'm gon' ride. Better prepare, I say I'm showing you something never been seen. Pockets like niggas with bad teeth, shits is flooded with green. Convertible top, codeine and Sprite, I'm slow, I'm creeping and crawling. Bitches on me like celebs and Mardi Gras in New Orleans. I'm in beast mode, sitting on 28. Niggas talking about they trying to eat, I just ate. Pocket full of stones, reason why I got cake. 2 cups, purple stuff, card candy cane. I'm in beast mode, sitting on 28. Niggas talking about they trying to eat, I just ate. Pocket full of stones, reason why I got cake. 2 cups.
Hot ass fucking weather. We're talking about.
It's burning up, man.
It's fucking mosquitoes, man, and I don't know what to say, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck to say, but it is what it is. We own this shit. You know what I'm talking about? We're back. You know what I'm saying? 100P, Brandon Black.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brandon Black. We have matured a little bit.
In the building, man.
Go vote. You know what I'm saying?
Get out there and go vote, man. Very important election. Very important election. Not telling you who to vote for.
Yeah.
But just get out there and go ahead and place your vote. Absolutely.
Go and place your vote. Please go and place your vote. I'm not telling you who to vote for. You know what I mean? I mean, tell you the truth, in all realness, this election is tricky because you have somebody that a lot of people don't want, then you'll have a person that a lot of people don't want. So it's like, what the fuck do you have? You know what I'm saying?
Between a rock and a hard place, man. Between a rock and a hard place. Why don't you let the people know what today's show topic is about?
Well, today's show topic is we're gonna rephrase it. I know we have another title now, but it's basically like, do the black people in the suburbs, can they relate to the black people who live in the hood? You know what I'm saying? Do they go through the same issues as black people in the hood? You feel me? That's today's topic. So, hey, I don't know how you feel about it. Maybe you feel a certain way, but it's like, really, no, they don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you feel about it, B. I mean, we grew up in the hood.
It depends. I think it depends on what you actually mean as far as on a global scale. I think they do go through the same thing as far as being black, being a black person in America. That's something that will never change. There's been video out there on the internet. You see a black man in a suburb of Texas get stopped and harassed by police from walking around his own home. And then you see somebody in Watts just walking, the same thing happens. So I think being black, universally, we go through some of the same things, but some things we don't. Some things are different, you know. You live in the suburbs, a good neighborhood, you don't necessarily have to worry about cats asking where you from. You know, you ain't got to look over your shoulder wondering who's in that car. There's people in the car trying to kill me, you know, stuff like that. So I think it depends what you're exactly talking about. How about you?
I mean, I look at it like this. A lot of people feel that, how you say it? In the hood, we call black people that act white Oreos, you know?
Yeah.
So a lot of people feel that Oreos, it's funny saying that word. A lot of people feel that Oreos have it better because they fit into what Caucasians want. You know what I'm saying? Like they're out of their comfort zone. You know, I mean, it's hard to explain because it's like I see shit from the hood and I see shit from the other side also because I live in that world too. But it's like you got to be real to yourself. A lot of these guys who consider themselves or who are titled as Oreos, they forget their roots. You know what I'm saying? They're the people who say, I was there for the fight when everything turns for the good for the black race. But in reality, they were never there. They didn't fight. You know what I'm saying? They just sat in the back. They think just being black is enough for them to reap the benefits of what other blacks are fighting for. But in the other side of the on the other side of the room, they want to be with W.
Oh,
I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? You know, to each his own. You got free will, do whatever you want. But it's like, my thing is, a lot of these people who grew up in the suburbs, they come down to the hood and play the black race. A lot of them play the black card more than the opposite race try to play the black card. A lot of them don't go through what a lot of people go through in the hood. You know, it's people in the hood that grew up on government cheese. And it's people who didn't grow up in the hood, like the black people who grew up in the suburbs, who had families that was in the upper middle class or lower rich class that had them, you know, in the, Malibu area outside of LA, but they were still able to come to the Slauson swap meet because they were black. Well, my daddy grew up over here, so I got a pass. So in reality, it's like, if they had parents who grew up in the hood, does that give them a pass to come in the hood and represent that hood?
I would say, yeah, it depends on what they're doing for the community, though. You know what I mean? Just because your parents raised you in a different area don't mean you still don't have love for where they came from, or you can help out. I mean, that should be the goal for everybody, to try to, you know, provide your kid with a better life. And if that means moving to a better neighborhood, I don't think that really, it removes the kid, but it depends on what you instill in your child. You feel me? I got a best friend. She from a different state, but she grew up middle class and in a nice neighborhood. But me and her relate to certain things. You know what I mean? and she had friends from the other side of the track. So I think it just depends on how that individual is raised too.
Yeah.
What the people in the household are teaching them. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying as far as like Lauren London's character in ATL. Now
Oh,
that was just you know what I mean? That was her trying to embrace something that really wasn't necessarily a reality in the hood, or the people in the hood didn't even really want to be a part of. You know what I mean? But then on the other hand, you had to do Esquire trying to embrace how people quote unquote act from where she's from. So, you know, you can see it in both sides, man. You know, you got some hood people that don't carry themselves how people think people in the hood should carry themselves, and vice versa.
Yeah. And you know what's so crazy, man? I was talking to one of our partners that's been down with us from day one.
Yeah.
What is good on Twitter?
Yeah.
I spoke to him earlier. You know, he's a brother. He lives in Connecticut. You know, he's a proper spoken brother. And I told him all the time. I said, you know, on the West Coast, some blacks would say, "You some whitewash motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, that's what they would tell you. But I said, me personally, I said, I don't look at you like that, because I said, a lot of people say you speak white, but I say you speak black, because black people taught the world, you know, damn near everything.
Right.
So when people say you sound white, no, you sound like an original black man, you know, because we're the smart people that taught the world. Who, you know, the Moors taught the world what we know now. So then that's proven. You know what I mean? So it's like, some people got to let go of the ignorance also, you know what I'm saying? Some people got to let go of the ignorance and don't feed into the ignorance, and just, you got to do your own research. That's what it all boils down to, man. Just whatever it is, you know, whatever it is, research.
Right. I think one of the things with our community, we have so many different factions and, you know, labels. I'm this, I'm that, you're this, you're that, you know what I mean? It's a lot of, I wouldn't call it division, but we all got different beliefs. We all label ourselves differently, you know what I mean? From religion to, you know, proper speaking people, whatever, man. And I think we need to do better trying to find just a common denominator across the board. I think if we find that common denominator across the board, then that will solve a lot of problems, you know, as far as infighting and stuff is concerned.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny you brought that up, because I was saying this one thing to somebody a few days ago. I said, everybody always talk about we need to unite, you know, unity in the black community and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, we need to, but I'm like, you cannot have unity without trust. So look at how many black people don't trust each other. You know what's so crazy? It's to the point where, look at back in the 50s and 60s where your brother could, hey, I'm doing, you know, hey, I'm doing bad, I'm hurt right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got me in jail. Your brother would go over to his brother's wife's house and look over the kids and the wife, make sure they okay. Wasn't no sex involved, wasn't thinking about no shit like that. But nowadays, it's like, oh shit, no, I ain't leaving my woman or my wife with no nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's no trust in the black community at all. So you can never have unity without trust. But we need to find a way to bridge that gap. But it's like, you know, you can't bridge the gap without trying. You feel me?
Right. I mean, it can be hard if you listen to Strawberry Letters, man. Morning, Monday through Friday. Have you heard the Strawberry Letter?
Well, you know what, man? Where we grew up at, being South Central LA, the strawberries we knew, it wasn't a letter, it was a $5 hole.
Man, I know exactly what strawberries you're talking about. I've never eaten one, but I've heard of them before.
Hey, never eat that street strawberry. I'm telling you.
But trust is a definitely an essential part of it. And how we get that trust and begin to trust each other more, that's a great question. I don't know personally. I don't have an idea of how to get that going, man. I say do business. One thing I saw today that I wanted to expound more and work on more in my own personal life, a message being put out there by Andre Iguodala, even though he's playing for the enemy, but group economics, man.
Shout out to Iguodala. He's 36 years old in his 6th straight NBA Finals. 36 years old in the NBA is like 70 on the streets.
Facts. Shout out to the Lakers. Y'all got them next game. Tuesday we'll see what's happening. But
Tuesday it'll be 2-2.
Group economics, man. I think that's something important. That's something we need to work on. We are known to spend a lot of money, just not with each other. And that's something we need to do. We need to provide better service for each other. Sometimes the customer service is a little iffy, and we that's the message we spread amongst each other. Sometimes the prices is a little higher for various reasons, and we could try to match prices with the other man, and then just keep that dollar circulating, man. You know what I mean? You can't be upset seeing your brother or your sister eat off something off your money. You know what I mean? Let's be proud to share that wealth.
Man, you know what, man? That's why it's this one song I listen to so much lately. Mm-hmm. Cat out of Michigan. It's a white boy, fat white boy named Big Tone. It's the name of the song is called Anything But Broke. And he has a part there that says everybody eats, ain't no competition. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, that's what it's about. It like look in the 80s when it was them dudes out there hustling or whatever. And some people don't know. Not everybody was out there illegal hustling.
Right.
You had a lot of people out there doing a legal grind and brought their boys on, had a little service and everything. But on the weekends, they had their gold, they minks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You didn't know who was the boss because they all looked the same. You feel me?
Right. But see,
nowadays it's that jealousy factor. He can't outshine me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, man.
And that's all a form of the ego, man. I was reading a book and it was saying you gotta check your ego. Late great Patrice O'Neal was a fan of letting people know, man, once you separate your ego from yourself, you'll be all right. A lot of stuff isn't as important. A lot of things perceived as threats aren't seen as threats anymore, and you live a better life, man. So we gotta try to remove our ego from ourselves. It's hard, it's tough. You know what I mean? Everybody wants the spotlight, but just like in the NBA, shout out the Lakers. Knowing your role is key. You know, how long has LeBron been King James? The king leads the kingdom, right? But in this series, I see him taking more of a number 2 role to AD. He's young. It's gonna be his league eventually in a minute. LeBron is getting up there. You feel me? So pass the torch.
Forget, AD been in the league also about 7 years. He's not that young.
He's not that young, but he's cash. I think AD is what, 28?
And he's been hurt a couple times.
He been more cash money than what's that dude name who is on his way to Cancun? Tatum. Is it Jason Tatum? Tatum.
Hey, I will tell you this right now. And I'm gonna ask you this serious question. And this is to all the Laker fans also that may watch this show or who's watching this right now, or Laker fan, wherever you are. if LeBron wins a ring for the Lakers this year, which I'm pretty sure he will against Miami. Nothing against Miami, but Lakers have a fucking squad and a bench. Dwight Howard has awakened himself. Would you trade LeBron for Jason Tatum next year? Head up. Would you?
Trade LeBron James to get Jason Tatum?
LeBron James, who will be going at 36 years old next year, if you had the option, you, Mr. Brandon Black, Mr. Comedian Brandon Black, if you had a chance as the Lakers general manager to acquire Jason Tatum, head up, no strings attached. LeBron goes to Boston. Tatum comes to the Lakers for 7 years, $120 million. Would you take that trade, or would you reject it to keep LeBron for 3 more years, possibly only one more good year out of the 3?
I'm gonna lean in for this. I would reject the trade.
Give me the cocaine you over there using.
I will reject the trade. Simply because LeBron may be up in age in basketball years, but he's very much in shape. He can drive his ass off. He's still unstoppable when he gets to the paint, man. He's
okay, I got another one for you.
Yeah.
Another, not to cut you off, sorry, but another Los Angeles sports question. I know you're not a big Clipper fan, but I know you know the Clippers.
Who?
The Clippers.
Wait, you said what? The San Diego Clippers?
Hey, Westchester basketball team. Shout out to Manuel Arts, 1999 CIF champs.
Come on, man. Westchester, unstoppable. But so what's your question about the Clippers?
I put this on. This was posted on our Twitter earlier.
Yeah.
The Clippers should get rid of Paul George and try to sign Jimmy Butler next year. Jimmy Butler and Kawhi. The first part that was on Twitter, but I'm saying this: Jimmy Butler and Kawhi is a better tandem than George and Kawhi.
I would agree. Paul George kind of didn't show up. Neither one of them really, man. Didn't show up too much in that series, bro. But Paul George definitely choked a little more than Kawhi Leonard. I think the Clippers had it in the bag, right? And they let up off the gas. There's no reason why the Clippers should have lost that series against the Denver Nuggets, man.
I mean, I put it to you like this. And you know what? First of all, for the people that may be tuning in, you know, YouTube, and we shared the link on via Facebook. We can't see your comments right now, but when this show is over, we will be on to answer comments and questions and talk a little shit with y'all. So don't think we're ignoring y'all. We just can't see the comments and questions. So if y'all got comments, questions, just send them to us and we'll get back to y'all.
Yeah, it's no reason the Clippers should have lost that series. I think they just got comfortable. They just got relaxed. And they counted a scrappy young team out, and the Clippers done what the Clippers always do, bro. They choke in the playoffs, man. They look amazing all season long, and they looked amazing in the playoffs this year, but they choked, man. They had to win one game. They had 3 chances to win a single game, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. They're a superstar player, and then here's the thing, too. I think Shannon Sharp said this. Nobody rode Kawhi Leonard like they would ride LeBron James if the Lakers would have been up 3-1 and lost it.
So, just to clarify this, they're saying that they guard LeBron James harder, correct?
He's criticized more. Absolutely.
No, I'm just saying, like, so that's what they're saying. Like they try to D him up harder, right?
You mean in the league?
Just no,
Players?
no, I'm just saying, like, an equivalent to saying like him comparison to Kawhi Leonard.
No, I'm saying the public. He's criticized more publicly. If he would have been up 3-1 and lost the series, his team would have lost the series, he would have been publicly shamed. He would have been crucified publicly. What happened to King James? Where was LeBron at? They were up 3-1. How come he's not able to put his team on his back? Blase, blase. Whereas Kawhi Leonard, not much was said. There wasn't really no criticism. Didn't nobody say, "Oh, Kawhi Leonard is trash. What's going on? This is crazy. All that money, etc., etc." But if it was LeBron, it'd have been jerseys burned on TNT, all type of stuff. And I agree. Kawhi Leonard is that team's franchise player. He's that team's superstar. He should be held at the same standard as a LeBron James would be.
You know what? I agree with you on that. I will say this. I will agree with you on that.
Yeah. It's completely different. Kawhi Leonard, even before pre-COVID, right? Remember Kawhi Leonard and Paul George were what were they calling it? Light duty or something? They would play a couple games, then they would rest 2 or 3 games. When did that become a thing? When did that even become a thing? Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, Magic Johnson, etc., etc. None of those dudes took breaks. If they were healthy, they were in the game. They were playing. There wasn't no load management.
Yeah.
I think the NBA in general is soft, man. I don't really like it as much as I do watching highlights from the 80s and 90s. I think those dudes were like really warriors, and the league let them battle it out. You know what I mean? I remember the Pistons had Michael Jordan rules, man. Michael Jordan come to the paint, fuck his ass up. Yeah. Nowadays, you can't really play like that.
Yeah. I mean, well, the hand checking for one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You touch somebody's hand, that's a foul.
Yeah.
I remember when we played ball, and I can honestly say this, I've made semi-pro basketball.
Yeah.
And, coming out of college. And it's like, damn, we used to get our ass beat out there on the court. Now, if you do a Lance Stevenson, just blow your breath in somebody's face, that might be a technical foul.
Yeah. Yeah, facts, bro.
So it's like, I can almost guarantee you right now, if Shaquille O'Neal was in his prime right now and playing like he is when he was in his prime, against these guys, which it ain't no real centers in the NBA no more right now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He would have 100 points a game because, for one, once they throw it to him in the post, he don't even have to stand in the key. He can stand outside the key, catch it, back whoever it is down. Can you imagine? Let me see. Who's probably the most, who's the biggest center right now? I would probably say in the NBA. Weight size. I would probably say Hassan Whiteside. He got a little size on him. Tell you the truth. That big 7'4" dude from Dallas, Bobac. He's a pretty big dude. But I don't think nobody else can hold Shaq. He would have 100 points a game. He would still put up probably 80 points on the two I just named.
Yeah.
But he would have 100 points a game for the other people, because right now the fucking centers is just it's crazy. It's trash. You can't touch him. So right now, Shaq's so big, any little tap on him would be a foul.
Yeah, they probably would do the what was it called? The Hacker Shaq. Remember, Shaq used to get sent to the line intentionally because he couldn't hit free throws.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Look.
Horrible free throw shooter.
I mean, but you know what though? It's funny. While we on the Shaq subject, you know, Shaq, I've always commended him for being a humanitarian, giving out to the needy. You know, Christmas giveaways.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I'm saying? That's always a blessing when you have a heart like that.
Right.
But as of recently, you know, he's been getting a lot of criticism online about some statements about the Breonna Taylor case and whatever, which I didn't really read up on because I'm like, man, I ain't got time to hear people mix and match shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't even know the case, the whatever it is. Just going off the headline of it, they're saying Shaq and Charles Barkley are wrong for trying to basically bail out the cops in the Breonna Taylor case. I said, well, shit, y'all people do forget that Shaq was a cop, right?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that though.
Yeah, well,
That's crazy.
yeah, you didn't hear too much about it, but it was online. You can pull it up online right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google that.
But you know, like I say, I didn't read up on it. I just saw the head. I'm going off the headline. You know what I'm saying? Like, which honestly, it's like, come on, man. You know, I see the headline, some shit about the attorney general down there, all that stuff going on. Say, man, this shit is so crazy. But this is one thing I want to tell too, all the young black people coming out of high school and all the motherfuckers that might be in their 20s. Become a cop. What's wrong with it? You know what I'm saying? Like 60, 70 years ago, y'all couldn't be cops. It was people that was marching, getting their ass beat. Some of y'all cousins, aunties, uncles, and grandparents, you know what I'm saying, getting their ass beat. So y'all can have equal rights to be cop, firemen, and all this. And now y'all don't want to be cops because y'all say fuck the police. Then y'all want to talk shit because the Mexicans is becoming majority of cops. And it's like, I don't blame Mexicans for becoming cops. Shit, if y'all can have the fucking jobs, get them.
Yeah.
Take them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Hell, ain't nothing against fucking Mexicans. Hell, some of our best friends are Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
I would like to see and appreciate more African Americans becoming cops, more black people. I think it probably would help a situation that we're dealing with as far as police relations. Also, I would love to see more police officers placed in areas where they actually grew up and actually know the people, man.
But they won't do that.
Yeah, they won't. And that's a huge problem. That's a huge problem.
Because they say it's a conflict of interest. If he's patrolling an area where he knows someone, he may see someone he knows doing a crime and may let him off. So that's why they send a fucking guy who grew up in K-Town to patrol in South Central LA. Then they send a nigga to patrol in San Fernando Valley, LAPD division over there somewhere where he don't know shit about. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like back in the day, like that, what's that show that was on? It went off since old boy died. You know what I'm talking about, man. Fuck. But it was showing. Damn, it was showing the hood, this hood back in the day.
Good weed. It was showing the hood back in the day. Snowfall?
We're gardeners. That's what he's talking about.
Are you talking about Snowfall?
Fucking Snowfall. All right, Snowfall.
Yeah.
Perfect example. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Just pay attention to the shit that they putting on TV.
Yeah.
Where you think these plots and themes and sets are coming from? Real life shit, right?
Yeah. Snowfall is a great show too, by the way.
Well, hey, one of the best I've ever seen, most accurate. Yeah. That's the shit. It's so funny. That's the type of shit you and I grew up in. And we only stayed 6 blocks down from each other. Where you stayed at, I couldn't even walk to your neighborhood.
Right, man. Right. I think Snowfall is probably the closest show to like really, really keep it real as far as the drug trade is concerned. A great book to read too, if you like reading autobiographies, anybody. Freeway Ricky Ross book.
Good book.
Great book, man. And one of the things about Freeway Rick, dude probably could have took a different route, man, if it wasn't for the fact that he had to take SATs to go to college. But phenomenal tennis player. And the only thing that held him back was the SATs. You know, he couldn't really read. So it was no way he was getting into college to continue his tennis career. But dude probably could have been a pro tennis player. That's just crazy, dog. But that's one of the reasons why the SATs don't matter now, because they've been deemed racist to a certain degree, like, you know what I mean, bias. So,
Yeah.
but that is a great book. It's crazy how he talk about, you know, the government's hand in the whole crack trade, and how he essentially was set up, man. And one of the movies I want to see that I haven't seen that's been out for a while is the movie pertaining to the reporter that exposed all that the government had a hand in the crack trade. Was his name Gary Webb? I believe it is.
Isn't he deceased right now?
Yeah, he shot himself in the head twice.
Twice, yeah. You know what?
I didn't know that was possible, but
and you know, while we're on that subject, I have an uncle, rest in peace, Beatty, in Louisiana years ago. He was found dead hunting. Hunting down in Bunkie, Louisiana. They say that apparently he, tripped and fell on his gun and shot himself twice in the heart. So go figure.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Bunkie, Louisiana. I never heard of it before. I just Googled it.
Bunkie, Louisiana. Bunkie, the town of Bunkie is so small. That's like driving from Manchester in Inglewood. You're in Manchester, and you're going to Manchester toward the airport. You make a right on La Brea and go into Florence. That's how big Bunkie, Louisiana is.
Population 4,171 people. 2010.
And that is grown because it was like 900 for a while. But the biggest town is next to where that is. Like my grandmother, she was born in Alexandria. That's the biggest town. Okay. So Alexandria, Louisiana. That's pretty big. That's sort of like the size of Hawthorne. Really? How you say it? Okay. Some people say Hawthorne. Hawthorne. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hawthorne, California.
They should call that Poly City, because how many Samoan and Tongans that we know from working at LAX live in that area.
A lot of people, man. I was talking to a buddy of mine. His shit. He owns a clothing brand, Unfuckwittable. Shout out to the bro. But he was telling me how much of a melting pot Hawthorne is. Like, he grew up over there, and I'm like, I didn't, I never really been to Hawthorne like that as far as being a kid. You know what I mean? I started going there once I knew people that moved over that way. That's where everybody kind of get their first apartment at, move in with their lady or something. You know what I mean? And parking is atrocious as hell. Hawthorne needs atrocious. Hawthorne should have his own parking lot just for the people that live in the apartments over there, because parking is terrible, man. Terrible. But it's a melting pot, man. He was letting me know that Tongans, Samoans, blacks, Latinos, Asians. Yeah, Hawthorne is a city with a little bit of everything in it.
I mean, yeah, it is, because for one, it's close to the airport. For one, everything around the airport will be like, convenient grocery stores, restaurants, hotels, clubs, bars, shit like that. Yeah, you can really go around LAX and whatever you want, in and out, go to bar, Melody right there, or, get you some good Mexican. Oh, man. I always rave about this spot, El Tarasco on Manchester.
Oh yeah, I go to the one in is that Manhattan Beach? I've been to that one a lot.
Yeah, I think they have 3 locations, man. I love how they give you the whole tostada shell with the salsa. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You break your own shell up and all that, but you got to catch them when they have that one cook there who make the right salsa, where it's not watery, but it is spicy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
shit that hit you right there. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody listen, I'm gonna put y'all on to a spot that my boy put me on. It's on Slauson, right past Avalon, man. They have a truck. Teddy's Red Tacos. You ever had Teddy's Red Tacos?
Teddy's Red Tacos.
They got one in Venice, brick and mortar location. But on Slauson, right after Avalon, on the left hand side, if you're going east, they got a catering truck, a food truck. As soon as you pass Avalon, when I tell you amazing, and I forget the name of this sauce, man, we're gonna have to talk about a food spot every week. But you could dip the tacos in like this meat sauce.
Yeah.
Amazing. The homie put me onto that, man. I went there like 3 days in a row one week. I get the combo platter or the sambo platter, man. They give you a little bit of everything. Heavenly.
Man, hey, I tell people when you go to pig out, man, just eat till your blood pressure raise. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
Hey, I put it to you like this though, man. That's one thing about LA.
Yeah.
You can get any kind of food in the world you want. You know what I'm saying? You can. I got a taste for some authentic Egyptian food.
Yeah.
You can find it.
Facts.
Or Somalian food. They got a spot called Bandair. It's right there off of Arborvita in Inglewood.
Bandair. Okay.
Man, some of the spiciest goat and rice. If you ever seen that movie Captain Phillips, he said, "You come to my country, we give you rice and goat." This is the shit that they eat, and this shit is oh man.
I want to raise a question for everybody, not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I want to ask everybody out there listening, if you happen to watch the show, who has the best Mexican food? Is it Los Angeles or San Diego? It's always a debate about that.
Who has the best Mexican food, Los Angeles or San Diego?
Los Angeles or San Diego? People are running to San Diego. They talk shit about LA Mexican food. They say it's not real Mexican food. They say San Diego has the best Mexican food.
I mean, well, what do you think?
I did go to a spot my lady put me on in San Diego called oh man, I should text her. It's called like King something. King. And it's a popular little spot though. It's not like a mom and pop spot, but they food hit there. And we got this tequila thing called a flight, where you get like 5 little margaritas. You get to sample them all. Yeah. Great spot, great food, man. It was hidden. But then I have something like Teddy Red's Tacos in the heart of LA, and I'm like, God, dog, man. They actually got an Instagram. They popular as hell. They got over 150,000 followers on Instagram. Like Lunel is eating there. A lot of famous people heard of him. Man, look, when you get a chance, go to Teddy's Red Tacos and let me know what you think. I guarantee you're going to double up in the same week. Teddy's Red Tacos. I'm going to send you the page on Instagram.
Man, I bet money though. I'm gonna tell you right there. Now, if I make you my beef birria tacos, you'll be like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna have to try those beef birria tacos.
The beef is slow roasted 6 hours in a special broth.
Really?
I'm telling you. Man, ask my wife.
I was waiting, never got a chance, man. I think it was a boar or something you was getting.
Oh, the boar. Hey, well, see, like me, you know what I'm saying? Like Peter don't attack me. But, you know, I was brought off living off the land, you know? I mean, hey, right now down south, you got boars that are bigger than cows. Real shit. In Arkansas, they say the boars are outnumbering people in certain cities right now, and these fucking boards making cows look like little fucking pigs.
That's crazy. That's
But
crazy.
board, shout out to my boy Sergeant Richard Huey, New Orleans Saints fan. Shout out to the Saints for my boy Huey, and shout out to the Eagles for my boy Brandon Black.
Shout out to the Eagles, man. We looking pretty rough, man. Shout out to my boy, all my Eagle fans out there, man. My brother. Shout out to the homie. You know, we looking real rough, man. My homie EJ, we was talking about it on Twitter today. We looking real bad right now. I don't know what's going on.
It's still early.
It is. It is. We might be able to. We beat San Francisco today. I didn't get to watch the game. We won by 5 points, man.
Well, hey, it's a lot of motherfuckers in San Francisco getting beat right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Next Sunday, I'm excited because we playing the Steelers. To the homie Mike, fuck you, and the Steelers. We'll see how that go down, man.
Well, my wife is a Steelers fan. I got to say shout out to the Steelers. You know, I don't have nothing against the Steelers. The Steelers gave the Houston Oilers, a lot of good games back in the day, man. Earl Campbell, shout out to Earl Campbell, man. You know what's so crazy, man? I just want Earl Campbell to hang out with me for a day. He could bring his two boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hang out with me for a day in the city of LA. I'll show y'all around. You know what I'm saying? Mrs. Campbell, no negligent stuff. I would never influence them on no crazy stuff. You better not get niggas to know them dirty club. No, none of that. I'm gonna show them. You know, because 80% of California stem from the South.
Yeah, facts. A lot of people migrated out here, man.
Black, white, and Hispanic.
That's real talk. I want to go to Atlanta, though, man. I've been trying to get to Atlanta for years now. The clubs are open out there. The strip clubs are open. Everything got a mask on except the ass. And it's going down. You know what I mean? A lot of ass with a mask. What's happening?
I don't know, man. But only thing I get tired of hearing is this shit. You know, you see some motherfuckers doing bad in California. We say this all the time on all the other shows, man. You always hear this shit. Man, it ain't shit going on for me here in California. I'm doing bad, man. I can't get no gig. I'm finna go to Atlanta. Well, if you doing bad in California, you know what's 9 times out of 10, you're going to be doing bad in fucking Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you're gonna do is get probably, you know, quicker access to sex. That's it. Fuck. That's the only thing.
A few people are moving to Texas though, and prospering. My buddy, shout out to my buddy, man. EK, he is a firefighter in Dallas, and him and his wife bought a house in Grand Prairie, trying to get me out there, man. He want me to come out there permanently.
What to you said to where?
Grand Prairie, Texas.
Oh, Grand Prairie. Hey, my boy, they came on our show, Jason and Nicole. They just migrated out to Texas area. They was telling, you know, my wife and I we should go out there, man.
Yeah, man. My buddy had a nice house, man. Like 5-bedroom, 4-bath, bro. Backyard, huge, all of that. And I was on. I like to get on Zillow and stuff, man. And comparing some of the prices between there and LA, dude, ridiculous. 2-bedroom, 1-bath out here, like $600K. Out there, you get like 5 bedrooms, 4-bath, 3,000 square feet, man. You got a peach tree out here. You get 2 bedrooms, 1-bath, 700 square feet, an alley, shell cases.
Man, you would pay $750,000 in LA for a fucking house. Well, not even a house, a studio. As soon as you walk in your front door, your bed is to the left. You know, like you pay. But motherfuckers be on social media. Yeah, you know, a nigga live in Los Angeles. I'm right here in the heart of shit. Nigga got a $150,000 dunk sitting in front of his house, but that nigga, every time he fried chicken, his bed is full of grease. That's how close that motherfucker is.
but everybody say this is a place to be for, you know what I mean? I love my city, but it's just these prices is getting crazy, man. And it's like, you got to ask the question, is it worth staying?
Well, hey, look how many, they say a large amount of people have been leaving California in a large number since 2016, I believe.
Yeah.
I think just in the last 2 years, 300,000 or 400,000 people left, maybe more. So
Wow.
I say this, you know, every state sends their tax money to, you know, DC, the government.
Mm-hmm.
It's publicly known. California receives back less than what they send out. So it's like, shit. We living in a state where we paying so much money to live here, but we ain't seeing no benefits, where we can't do shit, where we, you know, us as law-abiding citizens, we're not fucking crooks. We're not criminals. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking over my fucking shoulder everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we can't even hold the fucking Second Amendment right and defend ourselves with weapons. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in a Democrat state who said, oh, we're not going to let people have guns because we got too many criminals. Well, why don't you let people arm themselves to protect themselves from the too many criminals in the fucking state?
Yeah, I think a shotgun is like easy for you to get out here.
Oh, you can get a shotgun, but I'm talking about like when you go to states like Texas, where if you're not a felon, I believe, I don't know if it's, you know, different now, but from what I know, if you got a clean record, you can get a CCW, a concealed carry license, where you pass the test and all this, and you get where you can carry it with you. You can't have that in California. You can legally own one, have it in your home. If you want to transport it, it has to be in a little box in the trunk away from, you know, you. But as far as I want the shit on my hip because one of these niggas might run up on a light on Fig, I can't have that shit.
Yeah, my cousin told me, shout out to my cousin Mark. He said you got to have like a super duper valid reason for you to have that. You can petition for it, but it has to be like, man, people threatening my life type of thing, and you got hella proof or something. They make super hard for that shit to happen.
Not even that. You can either be retired peace officer, you know, like a cop, sheriff, or something like that, or active or retired military, or you can prove your celebrity status, like, oh, I'm Charlie Sheen, or, you know, somebody like that. But other than that, in California, they will not let you have that shit because you still have to go through I don't know if it's a sheriff or LAPD, but you got to go through a police department to see if you can get a concealed carry license.
The sheriffs.
The sheriff. Yeah. Okay. So now I think maybe, you know, bodyguards who are bodyguarding to these big celebrities, maybe they may permit them because of who they're guarding.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying?
But so. It's hella strict though. Yeah.
Yes, it's California's real strict. But that's what I'm saying. You know, I used to say I understand, but now it's like I don't understand. You want to sit here and tell me and you, we pay taxes, we're working men. For y'all that's watching, we ain't no rich motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Like we pay taxes. So you would think that, okay, maybe people like us would be able to, you know, utilize that right that we have.
Right.
But we can't.
Yeah, man. I think the only other place probably worse than us is New York.
New York.
I know New York gun laws is
got 100 guns.
Ridiculous.
New York.
As Lil Wayne. But the South, you can definitely come up, man, on some stuff. ARs and all type of stuff, man.
It's niggas walking to the store in the South with drawers on, with overalls with a belt, holding 7 weapons on the motherfucker, and an AR around the shoulder, going to get some backup.
Now, would you want that though as a black man? Would you want to be able to walk around like that with a open carry?
I would want to. I would be personally as a black man. I would want to be able, for me and my children, my wife, and I would want them to be able to walk around with it, because if you're going to be, if assholes are going to be able to walk around with it, because not all perverts are criminals. Some perverts haven't been caught yet,
Right.
so they still have access to weapons. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So if they have access to it, I would love for mine to have access to protect themselves. If I'm not around and my wife with my kids out, and if you think I wouldn't want her to have access to something, you know, that you know, put a hot ass slug up in the motherfucker?
Right. All right. Do you feel comfortable living in an open carry state as a black man?
Yes, because a motherfucker is not gonna run up on somebody because he don't know if this person has or not. Now, if you're in an open carry state, now that option, like, oh shit, I might run up on somebody who got a gun bigger than mine now.
Right.
And he may kill me. Hell yeah, let it be an open carry. Now, I spend a lot of time down south. Shout out to Houston, Texas, Beaumont, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Alexandria, Bunkie, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them places. Shout out to Trinidad too, my wife's country.
Trinidad,
Right.
Nicki Minaj. There you go.
You don't see people running up on people. Look, nigga, we grew up in LA on some real shit. Fuck all that proper shit. On some real hood shit, my nigga. We grew up in LA. It's motherfuckers that'll run up on a motherfucking broad daylight while he with his fucking kids.
It's been, it's happened. I think it's happened recently, actually. You feel
Because
me?
we're not an open carry state. If this was an open carry state, you wouldn't run up on that little nerdy guy with his two little daughters, because 9 times out of 10 he knows he's nerdy. But Mr. 4-5 will get that big bad bully off of him.
So let me call back to the topic of the show. Are you anticipating to move to the suburbs? Is that something you would like to do, or would you like to stay living in the hood?
Well, you have some areas in the hood that are suburb-like.
Facts.
We all know that. So you ain't got to move
Like
to
a
the
View Park?
View Park, Baldwin Hills. Hell, you go over in the A-Trey Gangster Hood. You know, you go deep, like in the 80s, back that way towards the fucking, you know, what's that, like Dalton area. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dinker, back that way. They got nice fucking homes over there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to move out to, as a matter of fact, some of them homes may be worth more than the ones in Beverly Hills.
Possibly, especially now.
Now, because the Inglewood Stadium, now the new Clipper Stadium are going to be built in Inglewood, and all that shit is, people don't know that these stadiums are from the LA Coliseum, USC, to the new Rams Stadium and the new Inglewood Stadium is less than 5 miles away from each other. So everything is in the same vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
Next, they're going to be trying to build a fucking new Mighty Ducks arena somewhere right there in Alhambra next to Cal State, LA. You know what I'm saying? In some little open lot. Say, let's get the fucking Ducks out of Anaheim. Because now everybody's seeing that racism is stupid. Now we want to get out of Orange County where the brotherhood has been working. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this.
Fact. You know what's crazy? That's funny you said that, man. Yesterday, I was talking to comedian Kevin Davis, the cool brother, very funny, man. The Marina Comedy, he go by. He was telling me how racist Orange County is, and a lot of people don't really know that. And I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, that's like one of the most racist cities in America, but people aren't really aware of it, because I definitely wasn't prior to our conversation. So that's funny that you mentioned Orange County, man. I just learned about that last night.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. We got I don't know how much time we got, but we want to encourage a few people, you know what I'm saying? You know, my boy, if you want to take us to the little 30-second commercial real quick and let people see what it is.
I just ate. Pocket full of stones, reason why I got cake. 2 cups, purple stuff, car, candy cane. I'm in beast mode, sitting on 28. Niggas talking about they trying to eat, I just ate. Pocket full of stones, reason why I got cake. 2 cups, purple stuff, car, candy cane. My music beating like them niggas hitting right in the can. Thought I was in a movie theater, car full of screens. Motor screaming like a mountain lion eating climbers. Teeth gold, wrist froze, neck full of diamonds. Real grinder shit is crazy, but I'm having fun. Hate to do it, but you know I got a pack of gun. Not a pump, something swift, dirty like a desert. Stunting hard, rain, sleet, snow, any weather. Taking the world by storm, ready for battle, it's crunch time. Pull you a ticket, better be ready, cause this a hell of a ride. Showing my pride, I strive, see me and the hater will always collide. Call me a G, cause see, whenever it's time, I'm gon' ride. Better prepare, I say I'm showing you something never been seen. Pockets like niggas with bad teeth, shits is flooded with green. Convertible top, codeine and Sprite, I'm slow, I'm creeping and crawling. Bitches on me like celebs and Mardi Gras in New Orleans. I'm in beast mode, sitting on 28. Niggas talking about they trying to eat, I just ate. Pocket full of stones, reason why I got cake. 2 cups, purple stuff, car, candy cane. I'm in beast mode, sitting on 28. Niggas talking about they trying to eat, I just ate. Pocket full of stones, reason why I got cake. 2 cups, beast mode, sitting on 28. Niggas talking about they trying to eat, I just ate. Pocket full of stones, reason why I got cake. 2 cups, beast mode, sitting on 28. Niggas talking about they trying to eat, I just ate. Pocket full of stones, reason why I got cake.
Yeah, man.
But she said, like, you have to get to bed.
We back live, bro. Back again, man. I think we got about 5 minutes left on the show, man. Closing it out.
Yeah, I mean, we got to vote, man. Everybody got to go vote. We ain't going to tell you who to vote for. Go vote. Exercise your right to vote. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you like this. A lot of y'all don't know, if y'all really get into y'all jobs they really have to let you off of work that day to go vote and pay you.
Facts.
Go vote. Some motherfuckers like, oh shit, nigga, I can get off work on that motherfucking taco food.
Especially in this election, man. Highly, highly important. We see the type of people that are backing the current president. And I think it's only going to get worse if he wins again. Some of the stuff they saying is not something you should take lightly. Definitely not live in fear, but, you know what I mean? I take all threats seriously. You feel me? So definitely get out there and vote, man. You know what I mean? Last election, people was talking about the lesser two evils. I feel like the people spoke the last election, but we lost to the electoral, what is it? Electoral
colony or column or
yeah.
What is shits?
The people voted for Hillary, and the electoral they chose Trump, man. So hopefully this go around it's not another situation like that. That you know the people get out there and vote so much, the numbers, the gap is so big that wouldn't even matter, man. So definitely get out there and vote, and also your local government too. That's something we tend to put on the back burner. Yeah,
you know, like I said, little do you know, man. For you know, I bump into a lot of people out there, and you know, as far as like the Hood Human Radio Show, we really come across stuff to donate to people and out there, you know, helping out people, and helping out people, not just giving them shit. You know, sometimes it's, you know, letting them know where they can, you know, go get help for themselves. So we do all that too. So But although I just say that to say this, we're really out here, like we really help the people. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't get nowhere without, like we say, showing unity, and part of unity is building trust.
Absolutely, man.
But
Definitely.
you know what though? On a serious note, we ain't got too much time left. What you got going on, B? Like tell people what you got going on.
Man, I'm supposed to do the Laugh Factory Chocolate Sundays November 29th. We'll see how it goes. COVID has changed a lot of things this year, as you all know. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I'll keep everybody posted, but that for sure is supposed to be my next thing, man, that's going on. I just shot a show with my lady. I can't speak about it yet because I signed an NDA. But look forward to that, man. That's going to be pretty interesting, funny, something good, man. It's definitely going to be worth watching. I can't wait to see it myself. Even though I lived it, I just can't wait to see it because I think when you be in the moment, you don't remember everything that's being said or taped, man. But that's something that's coming up pretty soon, man. How about yourself?
Oh, I mean, well, let me see. Most important, my wait, we said we're on the 4th, one of them dates, but no real shit. My 1-year anniversary is coming up. Me and my wife, you know what I'm saying. So we finna celebrate that. I love you, my wife. And other than that, man, I'm getting in the studio to clean up this, single I'm about to release next week. So it feels pretty good, man. Yep. So
nice. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of shit been going on. You and I both have been, indulging more in the health aspect, you know what I'm saying? Trying to encourage more people to be more healthier. You know what I mean? Like, leave that bullshit alone. Nothing against Mr. With the burger for $6 at such and such restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we got to eat more healthier. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to NLE Chopper, man. I agree with the youngster on that. Take care of your body. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some of you ladies, encourage your men to be healthier. Some of you ladies down south, I know it look good to have that big man when y'all go to the picnic. You about 5'3", 150 thick, and he about 6'4", 375, big man. Everybody knows Big Earl Johnson III, Campbell. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy. Keep your man around. You know what I'm saying? That $250,000 life insurance he got on him, it ain't gonna last too long. He'll give you more if you stick around for 20 more years.
Definitely, man. Definitely. We definitely, our community for sure. We definitely got to make some adjustments, man, with our health and the things we put in our body. I think we take our body for granted. This year, I've been trying to change my ways and not do that, man. You know what I mean? For 21 days straight, and I think July, started the beginning of July or something. I didn't drink any alcohol. I wasn't eating out. I was drinking a gallon of water a day. And I will tell you, I felt amazing and my skin looked amazing. So we got to watch what we put in our bodies, man, so we can stay youthful like that man right there.
This is my nephew. My son whoops his ass in basketball. This is his big cousin, because my son has an athleticism of his dad and his mom. He has the Caribbean and that country nigga spirit. My mama from Louisiana, my dad from Arkansas. You know what I'm saying, son?
I don't know. He look like a young Steph Curry right there, man.
Young Steph Curry, he's a good kid, man. Straight A student, man. Good kid.
That's what's up, man.
My son be balling him up.
We need footage of that, man. I
got footage.
We need to tape, man. You gonna have to put it on your Instagram.
I gotta put it on the IG. I'm gonna let my wife put it on there because he sort of, my oldest son look just like his mom. Like he takes after his mom. Me, I'm a I'm a solid. I call myself a DJ Quit. You know, I'm still 5'11", 6 feet with shoes. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga died, God bless his soul. Mama crying, she dropped to the flow. Asking Jesus why my son had to go. The ops fucked up, they don't even know. I can't get no sleep, somebody gotta go. My nigga had a daughter, won't get to see her grow. Heart full of pain, pistol full of revenge. Tears down my face, definitely finna avenge.
You know what, man? I want to say I think COVID because for my own opinion, as far as in my circle, I don't thank it for what it's done to other people's tragedy in the family. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong on that. But I'm just saying, for us to have been in the house with each other, a lot of people haven't really got to talk to people
right
around them in a circle like that in a long time. So like I told my wife this shows us that we're compatible. We haven't really had no argument during this whole COVID shit. And we've been around each other damn near like it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Even though we've been working, it's like we still around each other a lot, where you hear some people where the domestic violence went up and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I say it had a benefit in the tragedy. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's been a tragedy to a lot of people, you know, and my condolences to anybody who lost somebody through COVID, because, you know, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, it's condolences to anybody who lost anybody, period. You know, I think about my grandmother every day. You know what I'm saying? But, you know.
Yeah, it's been a rough year, period, man. A lot of death this year, man. A whole lot, bro. Not to end on a downer, man. I'm just hoping and praying that as we look towards 2021, man, that is better for everybody and their families, man. I hope we finish this year on a strong note, on a high, and nobody loses anybody else in their family, man. And you know what I mean? We can bounce back as a whole, as a country, as the city, because a lot of places still locked down, man. You know what I mean? California, bro. As a comedian, I'm hoping the comedy clubs can bounce back, man, and you know what I mean, and can get back out there with my comedy brothers and sisters, and we can mingle and make each other laugh again, man. I miss standing up there in front of the audience, so I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm hoping that things get back to normal or as close to normal as possible soon, bro. For real.
Well, yeah. Well, we wanted to get, you know, back to normal as close as possible as soon, you know, or close to being back to normal as possible as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But just, you know, we got to really take it one at a time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't rush it. You feel me? Because schools haven't been back, and while we on this subject, real quick, I know we got to go. All you school districts, pay your cleaning staffs more. You have these people doing extra stuff right now, sanitizing. These people clean up blood and shit from not just the students, but from the staff too. So, you know, that asshole teacher that feels like he or she is high on their shit, that feels like I can go in there and shit on the floor because there's a janitor that's going to clean it up. Somebody has to clean that up. Pay that man or woman more. like real shit. All you venues that's booking underground artists, underground comedians, underground spokespersons, pay these people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's a talent that must be accommodated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All these people that you see on TV nowadays, they were underground before.
Facts.
You know
what they say, man. You know, nobody wants to support you until you don't need it anymore.
Nobody wants to support you until they see you on a song with 50 Cent with a bitch sucking your dick and saying, okay, that's that nigga Brandon Black. That nigga had that motherfucker out in that whole, you know.
The tennis, a nigga who shook his hand. Never questioned God, but why was this in his plan? He went to heaven young, didn't discover his inner man.
Hey, on a real note, my nigga, on some real shit. People won't know you on anything like me. You know me, I'm big on the cooking game. I can park my rig on the corner right now. And I bet money, if I get that right person who's a real food critic to taste my rib, especially this new fucking recipe I have, it make you think you eating a donut in the morning. You know what I'm saying? On a rib.
Yeah.
That motherfucker gonna be like that dude on that Popeyes commercial. He gonna be like, after he bit that sandwich.
You know how them dice roll. Niggas love to hate when you ball in your watch go.
Your stuff will take off, man. And that's with anything, you know what I mean? People might like it, but because it's not popular, they don't want to mess with it right now and put themselves out there and let everybody know that they like it. So it's weird. It's weird, people like that. People want to be different, but really everybody want to be the same. I'm different, but I'm the same. That's how it is, man. So, you know, can't sweat it, man. You got to keep doing your thing. And then when you reach that level, people be like, man, you came overnight. And you're like, nah, you know, I've been hustling for a long time. It just seemed that way because you finally started paying attention.
Man, real shit, man. Shout out to, hey, as far as all the people that grew up around us, man, shout out to fucking Nipsey Hussle, man. He did his thing. Rest in peace. He did his thing. We used to see him at Slauson Swap Meet selling the CD back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to him. He was for people who try to talk shit about him, he was a real nigga who was in these hoods trying to make music, do his thing. You know, shout out to him. Shout out to B Braze. You know what I'm saying? Like people look at him as they gang ties. I look at the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking at what you bang, because look at the shit we used to bang back in the days. Even people grew up in blood hoods. Most of the shit was Snoop Dogg, Trey D, Goldie Loc. You know what I'm saying?
That East Side's album, classic music right there. Me
personally, I was a Scarface, Lil Kiki, you know what I'm saying? Big Hog, Fat Pack, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to DJ DMD, man.
By
Lil Flip. Shout out to Flip, man. Hey, Flip, man, hit me on the remix, man. Holla at me, man. Holla at me.
Yeah, Lil Flip, man.
I got that track you need. I wrote it.
I got turned on a Lil Flip by a cousin, man, and used to bang his CD all the time.
Yeah.
For real, man. Well, this has been the first episode of Hood Humor Reloaded, man, and a great one at that. A lot of fun. Got to talk about a lot of stuff, man. I'm hoping Tuesday my Lakers come back. All the Laker haters can say ha ha at the moment, but it's okay.
Like Family Feud, what they say.
If you notice, though, I will say this before we get out of here. If you notice, every team that we beat has won. That's it.
Well,
for one.
At least we know this. There will be a game Friday.
Fact.
By them winning this, the next game is Tuesday, then one after that is Friday. So if they win this Tuesday, there will be a game Monday.
Show, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. I had some people hit me up telling me that they was on the line watching and stuff, bro. It's your boy Brandon Black. Follow me on Instagram. I am Brandon Black.
Follow me on Instagram at Real100P. You know, you can look us up on the Hood Humor Reloaded Facebook. You know, just check us out, man. People looking for jobs too. We post random postings of a lot of LA areas and all type of other stuff, giveaways we come across and give it out to people. So follow our Facebook, man. If you know somebody in need, tell them to follow our Facebook.
Facts. And no underscore in my Instagram name. Just at I am Brandon Black. Just had to put that out there. No underscore. Just straight up I am Brandon Black, man. Appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for the next one.
See y'all next week.
They rather send you red than box with your body froze. Same old shit, but she took a different road. Look, my nigga died, they took his soul. We gotta slide, you trying to go. Can't sleep at night, I'm in that mode. These niggas foul, they gotta go. Extended stick, it's in the pole. It's time to slide, we gotta go. Can't sleep at night, I miss my bro. Shit wasn't right, they took my bro. 7 months later, still got the same feelings. Pray to God, still grieve, need spiritual healing. Mind on T, blocked on 30. Staying dangerous, only option, haters try to murk you. Mama asked me why I pack it, mama, cause I got to. When you boss up in them streets, jackers plotting to rob you. Own family cursed with hatred, hoping you don't make it. Leave it slipping, then take it, the trust is breaking. Loyalty make you family, blood make you related. My boy was solid as they come, no punt faking. If he was Freddy, I